What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today I want to do a super quick review of this bad boy right here, the GoPro Media Mod. This is going to be just a really straightforward video on my first impressions, although I have been using this actually for a good bit, about a month, and I have used it for my videos, for filming, whatever's around me and listening what the actual mic will capture or not capture, and what the windscreen will actually filter. And besides that, I'm just going to do a quick review and let you guys know what I think. The box is pretty cool. It's got a super nice design as usual. It just tells you a little bit about the other mods you can get for the media mod itself to attach it to, and I have a couple of those so I can show you. But besides that, we don't really need it, so let's throw it to the side. Before I get into the actual media mod itself, this is the only thing that is included besides the mod itself. You have a vertical mount for your GoPro. Oops, this is extremely long thread. Alright, so this is what you're getting in the box besides the media mod itself. You're going to get the thumb screw, and you're going to get a vertical mount. Of course, it's the nice GoPro, so the one from GoPro, so you're going to get the nice lock back here. I did find that this is incredibly helpful. Obviously, GoPro's not going to throw something in there that's not helpful, but as you can see, it's nice and vertical, and it's, high off of the mount, the actual foundation of the mount, to where it's going to give you enough space, because it does kind of have to go in there. But besides that, yeah, this is all you're getting in the box. Nothing too crazy. You guys have probably seen millions of these before, so let's get that out of the way because it's not really necessary. Next, let's take a quick peek at the foam cover for the mic itself, the windscreen. It's just a little plastic cage that is made to fit to the directional mic, and then you have a little bit of foam. It can get dirty, as you can see. I don't know what this is, but it's a little dirty, but it's really nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. It's just some foam around a nice cage. But besides that, I'll show you how that fits to the camera in a second. But first, let's take a look at the actual media mod itself. Let me pop my camera out. It is a little tight to take that out, but I'll talk about that in a second. So this is the media mod itself. It's made of plastic. It's and you can kind of tell, you can hear the clicks that the plastic makes. It's nothing too crazy. It's not a super cheap plastic, but it is plastic nonetheless. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's just a little cage that's going to wrap around your GoPro Hero 9 like that, or a Hero 10. And then it's going to give you, obviously, this directional mic. It's got a rear mic. It's got the front mic. And then the cage itself has got the cold shoe for some mounts. It's got the shutter button extension, the mode extension, nice GoPro logo there. And then you have your connection point for your camera. So here is these little flaps right here cover the let me see if I can get this open. The 3.5mm headphone jack, your USB-C plug-in for data transfer and charging, and then you have your HDMI out. And those are covered by these little rubber gaskets here. They close pretty well, so I would assume if it rains. This cage is, as GoPro states on the website and on the box, weatherproof. So if it rains, you should be good. The ports are covered up, and then of course your camera is going to be plugged in, so that'll be fine, but I would be more worried about the mic itself. But besides that, the cage there's nothing too crazy on there that would... If I saw this out of the box, I'd be like, this is not worth $85 with tax that you're going to end up paying for this. But it is GoPro, and once it's connected and the features you get, you'll understand why you're paying a little bit more. Now let me show you really quick this windscreen. To attach, it's pretty simple. You're just going to go right over the mic and click. As soon as you hear the click, it's in. And that's the cage itself. That's what it's going to look like, nice and put together. Now I'll show you how to mount the actual GoPro in it. You obviously have to take the normal GoPro door out. That's pretty much it. Everything else is just normal, and you're going to slide it in here. And close the door. It does have that same latching mechanism that this door has, except this one is if you guys own this camera, you already know. This thing is like the nail destroyer. You have to get your nail all the way in there to open it. This is similar, but it's not as bad to open. So yeah, this is what your GoPro is going to look like with it, with the case installed. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Before I actually turn the GoPro on, I do want to show you how these little guys can be useful if you want to buy into the GoPro ecosystem. Let me pull out of here. I have the GoPro light mod that is actually made to fit perfectly on the media mod itself. So this light mod, which I will have a review on very soon, it's got a little cold shoe mount right there. All you're gonna do is slide it in like that. It clicks into place, and there you go. Now you look like the scuba diver in Finding Nemo. You got a cool little flash. You got a nice little light there. It is very bright, and it's got four settings, but I'll show you guys that later in the other video. And then of course it's got this cool little cover there. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And then you have one more option to mount something else here. I think in the promotional videos they have the LED screen up here, or the LCD screen up here, and then the light. But if you try to mount this light, I'll just show it to you because you guys might be interested. If you try to mount this light with the windscreen on, you're gonna have to do some funky stuff, or you're gonna maybe ruin your windscreen. So you'd have to take the windscreen off and then have it like that. But of course that's not ideal because you're probably gonna want to film with this if you're outside. So yeah, mainly this is gonna have to go here. And then honestly the only other attachments you can get are the screen, and it's not gonna fit on this side either. So basically that mic is kind of taking up a bunch of space. But regardless, let me show you what it looks like when you turn the camera on. What you're gonna be greeted by. That's a little bit different than if you would just normally turn the camera on. And that is this little decibel reader right there. So as you can see, it's kind of picking up my voice a little bit, and it's going up every time my voice goes up, and then it just kind of sits there. I did notice that even if you're not talking or you're like there's no noise around, it's just always on. It's kind of like at the level 2 most of the time. But besides that, the GoPro already knows when you connect it. And if you have the GoPro on, you will have a little different prompt than I did because I already had the GoPro connected. But if you connect the GoPro once it's already turned on, it'll just pop up a little thing and say Media Mod. Besides that, you can just pull down here. You can scroll over to your preferences. Scroll down and go to where it says Mods. And it'll say right here, Media Mod Standard Mic. So if you click there, it's not going to let you change anything. But if you back out of here and go back to the screen where you can, oh my goodness, go back to the screen where you can choose what different videos you want. You can go to the edit, scroll down, and then you're going to be greeted with this little thing right here that says Media Mod Front. And from there, you can actually choose if you want the front mic, the rear mic, or you just want the normal GoPro mics. But usually you're probably going to be filming like facing your the object that you're trying to film and the noise that you want to hear. So it's going to be set to front always, but you can change that yourself. But besides that, that's basically it. There's nothing more to it. My personal opinion is yes, it does definitely improve the quality of the sound that you're going to get in your GoPro videos. I will say that if you're like playing, sometimes I occasionally want to see what I caught in the frame, and I'll play it back on the actual GoPro itself because it gives you the little gallery option, and it just sounds, it's going to sound bad obviously, just like any other videos. The audio sounds terrible coming out of the GoPro itself because just the speakers on this thing obviously aren't great. So don't be too hesitant, don't be worried if you hear it and it's like, wow, this sounds like crap. Once you download the videos to your computer or your iPad or whatnot, then the audio is you're gonna be able to tell, oh, you know what, it's definitely a lot louder. It's definitely much louder than the normal video. Whether or not it's like amazing, and if you're super into audio, maybe you'll be able to like differentiate and be like, this is garbage. And I have heard a lot of people, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people be like, this is a great addition if you're a vlogger or you just want to capture some audio. But I've also heard some other people be like, yeah, I mean, I'm super into mics and audio, and I know everything I know everything there is to know about audio, and it's just terrible. So there's a bunch of people, but I'm a normal guy. I don't really go out there and vlog myself or anything like that. but occasionally I want to film what's around me, and maybe I want to capture, you know, the noise or people talking or my conversation with somebody. And, you know, I have found in my little tests that this mic does actually help to make the audio definitely louder and a little bit clearer. I have tested it a little bit on a windy day, although the camera, I think you have to play around with the settings because the camera itself does have a wind reduction setting already on. So I think if you need to play around with that, since this comes with the windscreen and it kind of has its own little settings. So, but besides that, it did pretty well. My opinion is it's worth it. I think it does do its job well. And if you're just a normal person who enjoys having a GoPro, who enjoys filming some cool events, maybe you're at Disney and you want to, you know, remember all those great memories, then yeah, this is going to be perfect for you. There's no, you know, this does definitely improve the audio a good bit. If you're someone who just knows everything about audio, you're probably not going to be impressed by it. But as far as the price goes, you're going to be paying upwards of $85 with tax, excuse me. You're going to be paying around $85 with tax out the door. It's not a cheap product. It's a GoPro, obviously, so it's going to be expensive. But I will say it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. I mean, it's got some cool little mounting options, and there's definitely third-party accessories that you can mount on these cold shoes. So I think it's great. It gives you, you know, you can still reach in there, grab your little attachment points, and use all your other GoPro accessories. It does come, like I said, with this vertical mount for you to be able to plop that in there and use it with your GoPro Shorty or whatever it is, attachments that you like to use. And I would recommend it to you guys. I think it's fine. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. If you have $85 to just drop on it, I'm a college student, so it's a little harder for me to reason going out and buying all these accessories because they are pretty expensive. But like I said, it's going to work for the Hero 9 Black, the Hero 10 Black. I think it'll enhance your experience. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, comment if you guys want to see something else. And keep an eye out. I'm about to drop this light review. Alright, guys. See you on the next one.